Okay, so that Devastator was the cheapest Devastator that I had seen. I mean, there's probably some teeny ones that are less expensive, but this is now just the cheapest combiner I've ever seen overall. This thing was $6.50 on AliExpress, and the shipping was less than $10. So, yeah, for the price, this is an amazing figure, actually. I was talking to my friend Boab about how the combiners are all kind of funny looking, and like this is really it's on display here. And I remember thinking this in 1984, and this is pretty accurate. I mean, these molds, some of them, and this is from memory. I haven't really taken a good look at a Piranacon, but these Seacons look and feel pretty similar to me. Like I said, I had a lot of these. But yeah, I was talking to Boab because he did something incredible. He came over and gave me this G1 Brawl. Brawn is an Autobot. A G1 Brawl. I don't really want to review this whole guy. I said I would, and there's a few things we'll talk about him, but I kind of want to talk about Scramble City, and I don't even know what that term is. I guess I don't know if that's a Japanese show that was called. I think that's what it was. But anyway, Scramble City is a term that people use to refer to the 6 or so sets of combiners that came out around 85, 86, and maybe 87. Might have been 87 by the time this was one of the last ones. This was actually 6 guys instead of 5. The rest of them were 5. One big one and 4 little guys that could be arms or legs. And that was kind of the thing. They all had this head, which was like exactly the same size, was used as the pegs to fit the combiner together. This guy has another one, yeah, so you can see he could either be a leg by kind of fitting into the combiner with the head, or he could be an arm by pulling this out, which I had to use a tool before, which I've put away. But yeah, I mentioned this because a lot of them had multiple versions of this peg. It's almost like, did I already say, like in a recent video, that it's kind of like those 5mm pigs? Pigs are cool. I like pigs. Yeah, so a lot of them had multiple things that could flip out and they could combine in various ways, and it was really cool. One of the coolest things about the Seacons was that one of them turned into a weapon, because that was what the extra one was for, and any of them could become the weapon. And, you know, they also had, most of the Scramble City guys would come with fists and feet. This has no, maybe we should just talk about this. It's got no fists. And it can't hold a weapon, and none of them become weapons. And in fact, like this, I've got this on the screen because this is what I'm about to talk about. I don't know. We're not going to transform them all or look at them individually or anything like that. But here are things that I did feel that were noteworthy, as well as, I don't know, I guess some of my Scramble City thoughts. I've mentioned that I had a mostly complete Piranacon. I had Snaptrap. I also had Motormaster, and I might have had this guy. I had a few Combaticons. I probably had like a Stunticon. I mean, Motormaster was, but anyway. Yeah, so no gun. Instead, one of them sticks on the back. And these are the molds, I think, are exact. Some of them have been engineered kind of differently in some ways. This guy actually, still has 2 pegs because of the way, but this thing is engineered to go together very specifically the way it goes together, with this guy on the back and the legs being legs. Yeah, as you can see, so the legs here right in the front is where they would have a thing that would fold out if they wanted to be guns or arms. So these just do not have that. The arms are very engineered to be arms, and actually I had to take these off, these legs, just snapped them off and flipped them around in the transformation just so that this arm could even like move or be reasonable. But yeah, I guess one of the things I'm saying, what I was talking to Boab about, is that these combiners do look ridiculous. They clearly, it's usually just a square thing that used to be a truck with, a thing that used to be a truck for each arm and each leg. But this thing is, I mean, for $6.50, this is great. I had the Seacons, and there is like a Hasbro re-release, which I got to figure out if it was Generation Selects or what. But there is one of these that that is official, that I would really like to get. But this is very close. No fists. It comes with a sword that you just stick in this guy's mouth. The plastic, I don't know how I can tell that it's cheap. I don't know how I can tell that this is extremely cheap plastic. Yeah, this one you just stick a big gun. I do like it when a bunch of guns form into one gun like this. I do like it when they do shit like that. But like, something about how shiny and obviously, you know, 3 or 4 very repeated colors with one color of paint applique here is like, you know, does give it a cheap look, and it is produced. It's just obviously, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the fact that there aren't many different colors of types of plastic here that makes me, I don't know. There's something about this shininess and something about this plastic that I'm not into. And boy, maybe I should learn more about different types of plastic because I don't know what I'm saying about this thing. I did try some different things. You know, I did like, yeah, so this one, the head's flipped down to become the peg for the arm, which, you know, on the feet they didn't engineer in that way to just make sure, you know, for one thing. So if, you know, it must be just easier if you're making if you're like kind of, do you call it dumbing down the design? What's the, demaking? If you're demaking the design. But anyway, so I was like, maybe I can, you know, maybe I could use that as a leg if I really wanted to, if I was really, you know, wanted to play around with it and really wanted to do some different things, because I was figuring out how maybe we could hold one of the guns. But oh man, hey, this guy actually works as a foot. One of them, I'm not sure which one. Maybe it was this guy. One of these guys I took off and I could not fit I was like, I thought to myself, wow, they really are specifically engineered for each part they are, because I actually could not get one of these heads to fit into one of these legs. So maybe see. So they're not even these, and I can almost tell by looking at this one that these heads are just not even engineered to be the exact way that the original Scramble City guys were. But I mean, this is fucking cool. And like, I love Snaptrap. This was, you know, one that I had as a kid, and a lot of these I had as a kid. The combiner, I did have, you know, Menasor. I didn't have enough to make 2. So sometimes it was Menasor, but often it was Snaptrap here. And, you know, turtles are cool. And it would be Snaptrap with, like, you know, most of the Seacons and maybe some Terracons. So there is a reprint of Abominus that does look like an actual G1 good reprint that is much more than $6 that is on my wish list of things to get. But I've been reviewing all knockoffs, so maybe I should review, like, some actual Hasbro toys, because we've really been looking at just, you know, these cheap ones. They came with some cheap stickers. Like, but I mean, I can't, like, but, you know, I mean, and it does give me that childhood vibe, and I'm really glad that I own this, like everything I've bought, and I'm going to keep buying more dumb shit. But, man, and let me just, one more thank you to my good friend Boav for this incredible G1 Brawn. But let's do it then. I want to review the new ones I'm getting and the new Hasbro toys and things that I'm buying that aren't counterfeit. So let's look at this Bumblebee that I have right here. I feel like I am, like, unlocking more and more memories of which dudes I had as a child and other childhood things. And I don't know what to do with all of that exactly. So this is cool, a deluxe Bumblebee. There's a bunch of variants of this mold. I actually went to the mall, stopped at the mall today because I had seen the origin version of this guy. But it had been sold by the time I got there. But there's a bunch of places that have a lot of Transformers for sale around here. These feet are funny. A lot of the modern guys have complicated feet as part of their transformations, which is interesting to me. I always transform these guys like 1 or 2 times and then like come on here ready to do a review and like don't exactly know how to do it. Are we going into car or robot mode? Like, what am I even doing here? I mean, the mold, did I even talk about the mold? It's incredible. I mean, this is yeah, so this is Studio Series 86. This is the Transformers, the movie Bumblebee. Boy, I want to get a lot of Transformers, the movie Studio Series 86 guys, because they're all really, really good looking. Am I like pointing upwards at him and not really like, I don't know, what am I doing with the tripod today? Am I leaving all this in again? This is what I'm doing with these longer format ones, because I don't know. I do want to take some time and make some longer format videos about some of these guys, but you know, I could also just like move some of these out of the way. If I'm running out of room here, I could just not, okay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it does seem like my shorts get longer views, which mostly the shorts I've been focusing on core class and the small counterfeit guys I have. So what is, and this just snaps up into there. Okay, good. Yeah, a lot of newer guys have, real transforming feet. Real complicated stuff going on in the feet transformations. So I think... Wow, am I going to have to get the instructions out? I'm not totally positive what I'm doing with these. I can see that they snap together somehow. Ah. Anyway, there's a bunch of characters with this mold that I would like to get. I would like to get some more because I think this mold is pretty good. Overall, okay, so these, okay, aha, I knew these were gonna be like bent in here somehow. Okay, look, I'm figuring it out as we go. How delightful. And then this is interesting. He's got a lot of, like I was saying, a lot of legs bending in there, but like I do like how this comes together. I do like a really tight car when the robot mode comes to, converts into a really good car mode. I suppose I'm not really saying anything. But yeah. I really like this. Really like deluxe cars. I'm not sure if it's just cars or if I just really like some of the really tight deluxe figures that I have that seem... I got a deluxe cliff jumper up there that I really like. And a knockoff G1 cliff jumper on Bumblebee. But there's, yeah... They have more bros. I saw a shattered glass gold bug that is this. Boy, am I like, what's happening? Is my tongue getting tied today? Anyway, I've got a lot of Transformers, and I'm going to keep buying them, and I will be talking to them about them here on this YouTube channel. I gotta go. I gotta get back to work. For some reason, I feel like I need to like set up like an order that I'm going to review them all in, because I'm also getting sloppy. I would like to go back to making one video where I review one toy, and that's what we'll do. But I don't know who we're going to... I do have a bunch of there is going to be some more Soundwave stuff. I have a bunch of Soundwave stories, but those will be... I need to organize a little bit. We'll get back to one video where I talk about one robot. We talked about Bombshell. We should talk about Quake. Yeah. Coming up, Quake, Apeface, Medics, Squeeze Play, Tar, and we'll talk about them. That cliff jumper back there, I really like a lot. Anyway, yeah, these are the guys. Also, you can check out more stuff if you want to on koidk.tv and come and talk to me on Discord and follow me on Blue Sky and Instagram. I don't know. Hope you're having a good day. Look at this. The plants are in the door, so I have to navigate. It's like... A springtime is occurring. The cats are out upon the wild. It's pretty gray and brown, but some green times are on the way. Even the sky is gray and brown.